And we're back. And unlocking new levels within yourself is always something you should always try to aim for. And joining us this morning is no stranger to us here on Tobago Updates is Miss Adana Combie, communication specialist. A special morning to you, Miss Combie. How are you doing?
Thank you. Good morning to you as well. Good morning to all of yours. I am doing quite well. It's a beautiful day.
Now, ironically, the interviewer is getting interviewed
I'm
this
telling
morning.
you, it happens sometimes.
So you're here to chat with us about a one-day online workshop. So tell us a bit more about this workshop.
Right. So the title of the workshop is Frequently Misused Words and Phrases. And I'm quite certain you know a few of them. If I ask you, you could make a whole long list of words that we frequently misuse, and they've become they've become a part of our culture. We just say them involuntarily because it's just something we're accustomed doing, but it is incorrect, and it sounds to a trained ear, it irks me, right? So I'm thinking, because I had a conversation with one of my friends a couple of weeks ago, and I was just listing them out. I'm like, dude, listen to me. We have to do something about this. So that's why I came up with this idea. Actually, the workshop is going to be so much fun. It's going to be interactive. As you see, it's online. And it really is going to be interactive. And what I've asked persons who have registered to do is come with your words, come with your phrases that you use on a regular basis or that you've heard. And we're going to dissect these words and see how we're going to structure them correctly and to actually give the meaning that when you say it incorrectly, what it sounds like and how it is intended to sound. So we're going to do our verses with those words. Yeah.
And it's good that you noted that sometimes we say these words and phrases involuntarily because that's just how we speak here in Tobago. So for our viewers and listeners, list some of these frequently misused phrases.
They gotta come to my workshop for that. But no, on a serious note, as you said, we really do use them. And I could ask you the most popular one globally. Tell me.
I think I would say mines.
Mines?
When people say mines.
Yeah, like, dude, what is mines? That is mines.
That is mines.
And you see, the colloquial lingo is cool. It's fine. I love to hear the dialect because we could go inside the dialect like how we're going here now kind of way. But at the same point in time, when you're actually having a conversation, like for instance, you want to interview or you want to have a chat with somebody who has some level of influence, you want to ensure that you present yourself in such a way that is professional enough to fit in, but you still want to be able to connect with the layman, right? But the most popular one that irks me the most, and I'm talking about people in influential positions, people with leadership roles and managers, they use this term all the time. Pleasant good morning is one. And the other one is you would have heard me say. What are you talking about? Okay. So those two, we start in the workshop with those two. We open it with that, bam! And then we're just going into all the different, the other words and phrases that just don't sound right because they are not right. And I'm going to teach, we're going to touch on how we should say them, how we should present them for them to sound right and for them to give the meaning that they are intended to mean when you say them. Because using words like would have, first of all, is would have. Not would have. And when you say would have, it has a different meaning to what you really intend for it to see. So we're going to talk about all of those things at the workshop.
Interesting, Ms. Combie. And it's great to see that you want to help people improve their communication skills. So tell our viewers and our listeners what would have led you to have this passion to help people with communication.
I don't know. Ever since I was a child, I've always spoken well. And I'm a mother also, and my son at a very early age, I think he was just coming up to 2 and he started speaking. And there was someone who came to do some work at the house and he was like, oh my God, how old is your son? And I said 2. And he speaks so well, his sentences are well constructed. And it struck me that not a lot of people, because this is an adult, and not a lot of people are confident enough to express themselves using the correct sentence constructions and the words and stuff like that. So it was from that moment actually that I thought, listen, I need to find a way to help people without making them feel offended, because a lot of people, when they say, listen, that's not sounding good, could be offensive, right? So it took me some time to get to here. But the most recent thing that brought me to this place is that conversation with my friend when he was talking, and I was like, I need to help you. I really need to help you, because this is somebody who is trying to position himself for greater success and greater impact. So we just need to get to a place where we can communicate better.
Okay, Miss Combie, that's cute.
Just like me.
It's really great because a lot of people always think that they're speaking fine. What this is how we just talk in Tobago. Why do I have to correct? And then when they reach platforms or in situations where they have to have the right vernacular, the right pattern of speech, and then they just go downhill.
Yes.
They will really wish they had someone like you to just give them those tips and tricks and that guidance to have that proper language pattern. So for people who would like to join this workshop, how can they reach out to you?
Right, so the workshop is being held on Saturday 29th, which is this coming Saturday. The registration forms, there's a registration link on my personal Facebook page, Adana Combie. Also, you can WhatsApp me or email me. My WhatsApp number is 797-9797, and I'll send the link for registration. Also, you can email at lilyconsultants1@gmail.com.
Okay, Ms. Combie, and is there anyone you'd like to thank? Anyone who would have assisted you with this workshop? Is this your first workshop? That's the question I want to ask. Okay.
I'm a veteran at workshops. I'm a workshop champ.
Okay,
but,
so in terms of the workshops before, are they always focus on communication or?
Yes, because remember, communication is a very wide and broad topic, right? So you have presentation skills, you have communication skills, sentence constructions, you have dress code, you have time management. All of these are parts of your communication skills because at the end of the day, who we are, how we exist is through communication,
yes,
whether it's verbal or non-verbal. Right, whether it's visual or not, we communicate in some form. For us to exist, we must communicate, right? So all my workshops, yes, they are based on communication skills, but as I said, communication skills is a very, very broad topic.
Okay, Ms. Combie, that's interesting. And I know usually when us as youth, when we now enter the working world, the first person we have to go through is someone like you to teach us communication. So how do we write a resume? How do we dress to go to an interview? How do you greet people? And how do you have the conversations with people of influence? So it's really good to see you here thriving, doing your thing. We love to see it. And
Yes.
Ms. Combie, at this moment, if there's anyone you'd like to thank, you can use this opportunity to do so.
Well, I would like to thank my primary school teachers because that's where it began. I went to the Scarborough Methodist School, and the motto there was, "The will does it." And we were always corrected. Miss Bob, oh goodness, that was the first time I remember being so impacted and influenced by someone who speaks well. I remember, if I could speak about it, an event we attended, I was in Brownies, and we did an island cleanup. So one of the Brownies came to report to Miss Bob about a situation that happened. So she said to her, "Miss, my mommy said that how?" So she was like, "Hold up, your mommy did not say that how. Now tell me, what did your mommy say?" And she had to go into, "Well, my mom said XYZ did that how part." And I was like, this is striking. So at a tender age of like about 7 or 8 is when I really started to feel like, wow, I could be this, because I looked at Miss Bob as somebody so great. So it was from that moment. I want to thank her. I want to thank the Scarborough Methodist School. And I want to thank my parents and my relatives who really support me and push me. And everything that I do with this workshop, especially my father,
Okay.
if ever I'm hosting an event, he's rooting for me all the time. And so is my mom and my siblings. So I just want to say thank you to all of them and my small community who helps me and encourages me.
Okay, Ms. Combie, you have an excellent support system.
Yes, I do.
So I want to thank you for joining us here on the Youth Show with the interviewer became interviewed.
Yes.
And, we look forward to seeing how this one-day workshops unfold. So people just reach out. She gave the contact information for those viewing the rerun. Sign up, get that work in, get that development in, and Ms. Combie is here to help. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Just remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.